Hey, thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone, and welcome to my channel. This video is also going to be for the TTS page. We are doing a tool cart walkthrough. I've been asked by multiple people to do an updated tool cart video, as I've got a lot of new tools and I've changed my cart around a little bit. So let's get into it. Here is my tool cart that I use every day. Okay, here is my SUNEX tool cart walkthrough, updated walkthrough. All right, so this is the SUNEX Tools Cart. It's a flip top. All right, it's what I prefer because, as you can see, I have a lot of stuff on the lid and it just wouldn't work with a slide open cart. So I also like this because I get to showcase all the stickers from all of my friends on YouTube and Instagram. All right, so we'll start off on the back here. Got my STREAMLIGHT twin task headlamp, hangs right here. I like to keep everything in order, as I could close my eyes and grab a tool without even looking at my cart. So right up here, I recently got just a little digital clock so I know what time it is. Got the safety glasses, gotta be safe. Got a headband because when I work under a car, I can't wear my hat. And so when I have to work under a car, I put a headband on and I put my headlamp on, and that way I can see what I'm doing underneath. Keep my snap-on light here, works with my 14-4 batteries. Got my other snap-on light here. I don't have uniform pockets anymore, so now I just keep my my telescoping magnet right here, and I keep a pocket screwdriver on each side. I have both of them. I keep one over here and one on that side, but they're both in use on vehicles, so they're not here. And I got this magnetic, this big magnet, and basically what I do is when I'm working on a car, I keep all my sockets and stuff up here. So I got the earplugs too. Got to have those on when you're doing heavy, loud stuff. So like this is one vehicle I'm working on right here, and then this is for a Sprinter that I'm doing, and then these are these little universals. I have a 7, 8, and 10 that I keep right here that I use frequently. These are the snap-on. These were in my toolbox before. These are the snap-on, I forgot what they're called. They're like flank drive sockets. They're supposed to help with rounded nuts. I had a 10mm on an exhaust manifold that was rounding, and I used this 10, tapped it on, and it came right off. So that's what we got on the lid. All right, so let's check out the meat and potatoes of this thing, which is the sockets. So we'll start off back here, and basically back here I got my quarter drive sockets, got my metric sockets there, and my standard here. These are all snap-on. I recently upgraded to snap-on, and these are still the Craftsman. I don't use them that much. I'm not buying snap-on ones. Here's the AC Schrader valve tool. I use it all the time. Just got these warranted, these hex head sockets from Matco. Just got the whole 2 rails warranted. They were starting to round off. Snap-on mid-length metric sockets. Goes 10 to 19. Got the SUNEX Tools impact quarter drive wobbles. It goes all the way up to 15. I wish I hadn't have bought these when I did. These are mid-length quarter drive sockets. I wish I had just bought a whole set, but when I bought these, Tecton and CAPRI and all those companies weren't known, so I just bought a few that I use. So that's what I'll be getting next, hopefully, is a whole set of mid-length quarter drive sockets. And also the same thing with the magnetic sockets. I didn't know about the whole sets, so these are, I think these are like Gray Pneumatic or something. These are, yeah, Gray Pneumatic. I bought them on Amazon. So that's that. Here's just some random, these are snap-on quarter and 5/16 wobble sockets for hose clamps, and a whole bunch of adapters. I got the oil pressure switch socket here, and then in my Stinger kit I have a shorter one, and so I just threw that one here so it's easy to get to. Bunch of O2 sensor sockets, bunch of spark plug sockets, and a big Torx right here for Subaru front differentials, and all my different wobbles and adapters. So in the front here I have my 10 to 19 SUNEX Drive Deep impact wobble sockets. I got my snap-on Torx sockets here, and my snap-on Torx Plus sockets here. And here's the rest of the Torx. It was a big set. I got my Matco 3H drive 6-point sockets here, and I still have these are these are Matco also 12-point 3H drive socket set, and the same thing here in standard. I just got both of these sets warranted. They were starting to crack and wear down. These are my SUNEX Tools 3H drive impact wobble 3/8. I got my Matco deep 3/8 impact sockets. The 19 is a snap-on because somebody lost it, so they had to buy me a snap-on. SUNEX drive 1/2-inch drive wobble impact metric. And these are my Matco regular 1/2-inch drive standard sockets, and then my Matco impact metric sockets. And then here's the rest because it was a big set. And then here's the rest of the Matco impact. I got the whole set all the way up to, I think, 36mm. All right, now on to my two newest sets of sockets I got here. I got these CAPRI shallow metric impact sockets, OLSA Tools deep metric impact sockets. Those are new. I just rearranged my cart. I'm gonna redo all these sockets, so that way all my 1/2-inch stuff is at the back. These little metric stubbies are gonna be hard to get out of here, but I'm really busy, and in a pinch, I just took a couple rails off real quick and threw these on because I use these OLSA Tools metric sockets all the time, and I'm gonna be using these stubbies all the time. So I wanted to get them on my cart where I could use them. I got these right here. These are the heavy sockets. It's a 19 and a 22. These are for harmonic balancers on Hondas and Toyotas. And I didn't know that now companies make them where they're 1/2-inch drive. When I bought these, they were 3/4 drive. So I have to have this 3/4 adapter for that. And got to have the tape measure. Never know when you're going to need it. And here we have the snap-on Phillips and flathead screwdrivers. Got the Phillips back here. I don't use those as often. Got the flathead here. Got a short little fatter Mac 1/2-inch, flathead screwdriver, and a snap-on long one. This is what I use all the time. And I believe I bought this one from Lowe's. This is a Cobalt long, pretty sure this is Cobalt. Maybe I bought it at Harbor Freight, I'm not sure. But it's a long flathead screwdriver. This works real good for getting down in places. And then over here, back here I keep my Loctite, keep my dielectric grease, my Cell Glide, and my anaerobic sealer. Got the big 1/2-inch drive breaker bar and the lighted claw to grab things. Here we got two Craftsman screwdrivers, a couple nut drivers, 5/16 and 1/4. I recently picked up this. This is a Phillips head from Cobalt. It's got a nice beefy handle. I like that. It's a little more beefier than the snap-on. And then these are 7 and 8mm nut drivers. Work on a lot of sprinters, so that works for the intake air tube. Right here on top, I always keep a paint marker. I usually keep a paint marker here just to keep it handy. That one's about dead. I need to grab a new one. And these are my two snap-on pliers that I use all the time. That's why they just sit on top of my sockets. I use those all the time. All right, on to the tray. Now this is my tray that I added on to my SUNEX cart to add a whole bunch more to my cart and make it more accessible. So you got the Matco, I think it's like 3 feet long, yeah, 3 foot long pry bar. And I just recently got these yesterday, OLSA Tools impact pry bars. Really nice. I really like these, and I just took my Matco ones off of my cart and put the OLSA Tools here because I'll be using these. I like them a lot better. The handle has a much better feel, and also the end is a little bit wider, the pry bar end. So over here, I'll just lay these out. These are my ratchets I use all the time. Got my long 3/8 drive snap-on. Got the Matco flex head locking. I just got that warranted, so that's brand new. Got the little, I don't know, 12-inch long Matco. I use this for drain plugs, oil changes. These are my two favorite ratchets right here. These are my snap-on. I love this handle. If I had known about, if they had had this back in the day, all my ratchets would have these handles. I don't really care about the color, but I like that handle a lot. These are not locking flex heads, they are just flex heads. With this ratchet right here, even though it's real short, you can put so much torque on it because of this handle. I recommend these. And got the spark plug socket, the spark plug ratchet from Snap-on. I've had that since I first started. Got a little stubby 3/8. Got the 1/2 inch Snap-on. Got the Snap-on long flex head 3/8. And I have a bunch of these. This is a 1/4 drive long flex head Snap-on. And then this guy right here, this thing is a beast. This is my little Snap-on 1/2 inch drive flex head ratchet. Believe it or not, this actually works really, really well, even though it's so short. Let's see. Got my Matco pick set here, and got a long Snap-on pick here. I have another one in the drawer, but I use this one quite often. And got the two Matco locking flex head ratchets. This one I'm still waiting on a replacement. She warranted the mechanism and the head, but it doesn't work with the handle because the handle's so old, so they're having to warranty the whole ratchet. This one's about 16 and 18 inches long, and this one just got warranted, so that one's brand new. Got the two Snap-on ratchets, 1/4 drive. I use those all the time, that's why they're right here. And this here is all of my radiator hook picks for separating hose, radiator hoses and things like that. Got my 3/8 drive long extension for transmissions hanging on here. That one used to be in my toolbox, and I used to have to go get it out, and it was a pain. So now I have it here. Got the lady's foot. This is great for valve cover gas, for popping off the grommet, the spark plug seal on a valve cover. And these are my Easy Red mountain wrenches here. Got the set of those, set of 5. Got these hooks welded on, so they just sit on here. This is new. These were in my drawer of my toolbox before, but this one's a Snap-on. And then this set here is CAPRI. CAPRI, they sent me a set, and it only went up to 19. So I have the 18 and 20 millimeter hanging, so I have the 20. But these are CAPRI. I like these. I had the Snap-on before, but as you can see, I have the CAPRI hanging here. I use these all the time. They wouldn't be hanging here if I didn't like them. Down here, we got the PD Blast air tool oil, and this, I like to play with this sometimes and just get covered in anti-seize. No, I'm just kidding. 6-liter turbos. I use that, the silver stuff. And got the Snap-on air chuck hanging on the back. So that's what I use off the top of this. And then on the back, magnetic trays. Got the collapsible magnetic trays. And that's it on the back side there. All right, let's go into drawer number 1. Drawer number 1 is my Snap-on drawer. This one has all my tools: 3/8 impact, 1/4 impact, my long flex head 3/8, my regular 3/8, and my long 1/4 ratchets. And there's a bunch of bits here. Got the gear wrenches. I've had these since I started. So these are like the really short tooth wrenches. I'd love to get the new gear wrenches that have the flex here and also have the more teeth. I got a whole set of these, the OLSA Tools adjustable wrenches. I keep these two here for alignments. They work great. I have the original 1/4 drive ratchet, but I don't use it because I use the long one. Then I got this thing. I've only used it a couple times, but this comes in handy when you need it, you need it. And then of course I got the Mac pocket pry bar. And then these are the turbo, these are the charge air cooler hose clamp sockets from Snap-on. It's a set of these. There's 4 of them. You'll use this one, the 7/16 the most, but they're designed, I show these in my videos, they're designed to work perfect on the CAC tubes, on the CAC tube hose clamps. So that's the top drawer. All right, this drawer is kind of a little bit of everything. Got oil filter socket here. Got a small Snap-on hook. I got these MAYHEW short Torx. I like these because you can put a wrench on the bottom if you have no clearance. I got these guys here. These are for sprinters. Put these in place of the wheel stud so that way you can hang the wheel easier. Got a bunch of vice grips, battery terminal. You got the connector disconnect. Got the brake tool. Got another hose pick here, a short one. And then these are Snap-on. These are for clips and things like that. I bought them. I've never used them. These are my Snap-on flush cut cutters. Just bought these recently off of Amazon, I think. Just a little angled crimpers. And then these right here are the Vamp pliers. Definitely want to get you some of these. These right here, if you have a screw or a bolt that's stripped out, these will work. I've talked about these in many videos. And then you got these right here for depressing the fuel line tabs on Fords and other things. Some hose clamp pliers. These grab onto the heater hoses and then they twist and you can break them free that way. Got the Mac Tools long needle nose pliers. A long version of that long pick, but this one's got the a hook on it. And got the hose clamp pliers. Got a couple different radiator hose picks. This one here is flat. This one's supposed to not pierce the hoses. Got the S hook, the OTC S hook. Gotta have that guy there. I use this all the time. That's why it's in the cart. I didn't even own this when I made my last video. I think these are ignition pliers. I strongly recommend these. A mass airflow sensor on a Ford that has the tamper proof that's filled. You can use this and grab it and take it out. Works really well. If you don't have this, I strongly recommend it. This one goes down the wire loom and it slits the tape and things like that along wires. And it's got the ball here so it doesn't pierce the wire. And it's sharp in the middle. Got the razor blade. I showed this in timing cover videos right here. That works great for cleaning silicone. And then these are my multi-tool pliers. A lot of companies have these now. I use these all the time. I actually made a video about those. Got the Cobalt little 90-degree pick. I use this all the time. That's why it's here at the front. And little short needle nose pliers. I ground them down real good right here. So they fit inside Schrader valves. They pull Schrader valves out real easy. And you got these for the click lock clamps for sprinters and European vehicles. All right, this drawer's changed a little bit. So this drawer here, back here I have all of my adapters for my serpentine belt tool, which is right there. So I've got all those. I got a bunch of bolts here for popping drums off of vehicles. Don't use them that often anymore, as long as the spark plug gapper, we don't use that either. This I recommend. So buy this set. You want to buy 2 sets. You want to buy this set right here, and you want to buy this set. So it's got the little tiny bits, and they're real short, and they lock in to here, and then this locks into here, and then you have a very short locking bit set. And then this has got sockets from 13 all the way to 5. Works really well, and it's very low profile. Here, this is new. I just added this. So you got the brake gauges for if you don't take the wheels off, and you got the brake gauges if you do take the wheels off. And then right here, just have some more bits. I have this funky little 90-degree little thing here. You rotate it, I've never used it, but it's gonna come in handy one day. All right here, Titan Tools. I got this tamper-proof torque set. This works really well. I like this. This works for, this guy right there works for 6-liter oil rails along the HVAC box. Then I got a bunch of more ratchets. This is a ratchet where you twist the handle and the head turns. So you can put it underneath something. Got a little 1/4 drive Matco. I got that same snap-on ratchet but in a shorter version. Got the long Matco teardrop. Got the Observer Tools rotating head. This works really well. I was working on an Audi and I was at the back underneath the firewall, and I used this right here, and this turns out like a T-handle, and then the head rotates out, and then you basically have a T-handle right there. That worked really well on an Audi, so I like that. Thanks, Observer Tools. I got this guy here. I got 2 of these. These are Mac Tools, and this is just another ratchet for bits. Got the snap-on a little bit longer stubby ratchet that has a flex, and then I have the snap-on telescoping head ratchet. I hardly ever use that. I know a lot of guys use them all the time, but I hardly ever use it. I got a couple air guns here. Let's see, I got the little short one with the angle. I got the long one here, and I want to get one like this, but even longer, like 3 or 4 feet, but I just haven't bought one yet. I got the snap-on clip popper right here. I use this all the time, that's why it's here. I also have the short one, and I use this one all the time as well. I got some cheap 3/8 drive locking locking extensions. Never used them. This right here is an Easy Red. It's got a 1/4 drive on one end and a bit end on the other. This works real well for Sprinter fan clutches on the 5 cylinders. And it has a locking end. This is new, this box here. I have all my mirrors organized. So then these are my 2 mirrors I use all the time. And then I have a bunch of little ones that I use here. And I got the angled wrenches. One day I'd like to fill in that set and get a whole set. And then I got the Cyclone air gun. This blows a lot of air. It actually has like some kickback to it. All right, a little new here. Got a couple hood props. I had one and another guy left one in a car, and I got stuck fixing his job, so thank you. He gave me a hood prop. Got a Harbor Freight hammer set there, and this is my Dynamic Tools hammer. I like this one, got the wooden handle. This is really nice, it sits on top because I actually use this almost all the time. Got the Mac Tools bit set here. It's got long, short, Phillips Torx. Use this one quite often. I think I might have had a little small set when I did my review before. That one's at home now because I upgraded to the bigger set. I got this guy here for popping off wheel covers. Got the little hammer. I think I bought this at Lowe's. This is I bought this at Harbor Freight. Small little hammer. And same thing here. Got the small little sledge for getting balancers started. This one is for when suspension parts don't want to let go. I got to get the big boy out. This one here, you wouldn't believe how many people don't know this, but don't hit your sockets with a regular hammer. Hit them with this. It doesn't damage your socket. I'm not sure where I got this, but it's like rubber on one end and plastic on the other. This works really well for water pump gaskets and things like that. A 7.3 water pump, an oil pan on a 6.7, things like that, where the gasket has to go in a little channel. Use this and tap it all the way around, and it'll tap it right in. Got the Cobalt dead blow. I was going to go to Harbor Freight, but we didn't have one close by, so I just bought it from Lowe's. It's warranted the same way. And rubber mallet. And then this guy here, I don't use this very often, but this is to grab serpentine belts. You squeeze the end, and it squeezes this. That's the hammer drawer. All right, on to my plier drawer. This one's changed a little bit. So this got like 3 sets of channel locks. I got the big ones here if I have to depress some calipers. This one's fairly new. Bought this from Matco. It opens up larger and the legs are longer and they're ribbed. So this grabs like diesel fuel filters. I mean diesel oil filters. And got the oil filter pliers there. And then I also have a very large set here. I don't use those very often. Got the Dynamic Tools automatic wire stripper. This sits on top of my old wire strippers because I don't use this anymore. And then for when I have no room, there's the little one right there. Klein Tools. I don't like to use that one, but sometimes you gotta have it. And then also my channel lock oil filter pliers. I won these in a giveaway. And then the rest of my OLSA Tools adjustable wrenches that go with my set. Little short one there. So, just got the vice grips here. Got the hose. I actually use these quite often for cutting hoses, radiator hoses that are cut to fit. And then these are for pinching off hoses and stuff. I just recently bought a set from Matco, so I probably won't be using these. I actually probably should switch them out and get those in here. Just a whole bunch of random long curved pliers. Mac pliers, snap-on pliers. These are what I use the most. Just the long straight build ones. I wish this set was longer, but I like this one because it has 2 joints, and so you don't have to open up the handle as much to get the tip to open up all the way. So I really like that double joint in there. You got the snap-on long wire cutters. Got the short snap-on wire cutters and the next size up wire cutters. These handles are red, believe it or not, but I use it so much the handle's black. Let's see. I use these quite often. These are Matco or Knipex. I like the angle on those. And this is a weird little set of pliers, but this actually comes in quite handy. I use that quite often. These are called 410s. I bought these a long time ago. I've had to have them warranted already once. This set's brand new because I had them warranted. These work really good for grabbing things. It's kind of like a pipe wrench. And that's it in this drawer there. And I got the I think this is an OLSA Tools plier rack, I think, that I have back there. I have one there and I have one back here. So, and then on to the gun drawer, the air tool drawer. All right, so we got the snap-on, half-inch impact. We got my original Matco half-inch impact. This one, I only used it for about 8 years. You can still see the number on the side. I got an old Harbor Freight crescent wrench. This is my first adjustable wrench that I had, a big one. Then I got the Harbor Freight pipe wrench. That works real good for doing alignment, suspension. This is kind of new. I just added this little dish here. This has all my sockets, all my lug nut sockets, flip sockets. Just recently got this one. It's a bigger, it's a 7/8 and 5/16 thin wall. And then I got this one, the 22 and 22.5 for Fords. And I got some C-clamps there for pressing calipers and things like that. I got the Monster Tools half-inch drive stubby impact. I haven't even used this in a really long time. Matco 3/8 drive ratchet. I probably should even take it out of here. I don't use it. I got the snap-on die grinder. I use this all the time. Got the Mac Tools air hammer. Probably need to upgrade my air hammer. I don't think that one's super powerful. I got my air hammer bits that I use a lot. Pickle fork I never use. Somebody borrowed it, that's why it's on top. I use this quite often. And then I have a long one of these. Oh, back here. There you go, it's about 10 inches long on that one. Let's see, this guy is awesome right here, this Matco. Little 1/4-inch ratchet. I mean, look at this in my hand. Look at the size of that. This for timing belts works beautiful. Timing belts, timing covers, things like that you can't get into. Another air hammer bit. Got just a long punch. And then this metal bar right here. I use this for steering and suspension when I can't hit something with a hammer. I can use that and then hit it. And I talked about this recently. My 3/8 gun failed on me, and I bought this Ingersoll Rand Stubby 3/8 gun. I like it, and I just found out, thanks to CP the Tool Addict, Ingersoll Rand, I contacted them about my old gun, and they sell the trigger assembly. It's actually a bushing kit that goes up through here. That's got the trigger nipple sticking up, and it's like $20 for that whole kit. So you just pop out the two clips on the side, and the whole thing slides out, and then slide a new one in, and my gun's gonna work like new. So I'm pretty excited about that. Maybe I'll clean it up and I'll give it away in a giveaway. It's been really good to me. That's all I got in there. And then on the side, you gotta keep the bungee cords handy. Need these guys. I actually need to get some new ones. Those are getting old. I've had this piece of, I don't know, some sort of fuel line or something for about 16 years. And you can tell I've used it so much that the end is all worn from where I've touched it to the engine, and it's gotten hot right there. Keep a bag of rags right here on the side of my cart. We got the gloves, and then down here you got the brake lubricant. Got the sensor safe anti-seize. I use this all the time. I only use the silver stuff when I'm cleaning turbos on 6 liters. And got the WD-40. And that is it. Oh, got the pedal depressor back here. Got the pedal depressor. And when I'm not wearing my hat, I hang it up here. That is about it. So I love this cart. I love it a lot, actually. It really works well. Got a lot of my friends' stickers here. Got tool demos, one mechanic, got the heavy wrench. Dan's Garage is a really good channel. He works on a lot of old stuff. Got the M light. Got Works for Tools. It's the Zenny. Carnage Tools with their little sticker. Got the SUNEX Tools. CAPRI. SP Tools. Lady Welder Cat, she has some really good content. SUNEX Tools, and got Tyrone, the Diesel Soldier, right there. So I think that's about it. I got these stickers here from SUNEX. I had to send them a picture of my cart to get one of these struts warranted, and they saw how I had my cart set up, and they liked it so much they sent me some stickers. I think they sent me these two and another one. I'm not sure. Maybe this one here, the SUNEX Tools here. So that is my tool cart. I use this all the time. I can mostly work out of this tool cart and get just about everything done. 6 drawers. There we go.